Hey everybody, a quick reaction, and I hope everybody's having an awesome day, well, an awesome night now. But this is a reaction to Osmongold, who's reacting to Ethan Kline. You have to watch this to understand it, but apparently there was some people that are on Twitch that are not too good, or not too nice. They'd being naughty and they're stealing content. Now, it's very easy not to steal content. You see, you do this. You see, I'm watching Someone's in Big Trouble by asmondgold TV. Shout out to asmondgold on YouTube. Check him out. Make sure you like and subscribe his videos. He's awesome. And check out Ethan Kline. I hear he's awesome too. I haven't seen him before, but I like what he's got so far, so I'm gonna have to check out his other videos so I can like and subscribe to Ethan Kline. So make sure you check him out as well. Ethan Kline on YouTube. Like and subscribe, and asmondgold TV, like and subscribe. And of course, like and subscribe, help me get to 80 subscribers so we can go live and have some fun. Gonna be doing a camp out on probably Sunday night, because we're supposed to get a heat wave. Ooh. Anyway, let's get back to the video, or onto the video.
See, and many of the large Twitch streamers would watch other creators' entire video on their stream.
Yes.
Rarely
and you don't do that. You don't watch a whole video from beginning to end. Well, you can watch a whole video. You just can't react to a whole video because, well, you're supposed to give your take on the video, which I'm doing currently. Yeah. These other streamers, I haven't seen. I've seen bits and pieces of their stuff, like Hassan Piker and these other ladies that he mentions, this Frogren. They're very angry. I don't watch them because they're very angry. I mean, I come from a military family, and she was talking about military soldiers getting PTSD. My father had PTSD. It's not a joke. So I don't really particularly care for her antics, but regardless, let's get back to the video. And matter of fact, let's scooch ahead a little bit. Hold on one second. Let's get to his pretty little face here. Here we go.
In which case, I'm sad to report that I was
Ethan Kline, asmondgold. Shout out to both of those guys. Check them out, like and subscribe. They both look awesome.
Like the fact that it's illegal, does that matter? That it might be illegal, does that matter to you?
It should.
It doesn't matter.
Well, it flat out doesn't, because
But that's matter.
Why would you say it doesn't matter? Like, duh?
Do a week of no reaction content and see how many.
And what the hell is this dude doing?
What is he doing?
Like, is he doing a dance? Dude is crazy. And what's with the big giraffe in the background? I'm dying to know what's with the giant.
So there's a chance that
He's crawling on the floor, sticking his booty in the air, and there's a giant giraffe in the background. Who was this child's parents?
With the worm.
Nice.
He wasn't hugged enough, I don't think.
But he is not.
That's not even the worm.
Despite my criticism, he's not a malicious infringer. But the ones I am suing, you'll see, are much, much worse. Now, ironically, after this debate and in the wake of this large conversation, the problem seems to have only gotten worse. You have people like Hassan Piker paving the way of things.
And he is correct. If you watch a video and you react to the video, if you just leave the video playing, you're basically taking that content and stealing it. You're not and stealing the views that should have been that person's. You're not even giving accolades to the person who did the work on the actual video. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta at least give them a shout out or something.
With what's known as chair reacts, when a song gets up to go to the back.
And honestly, I can tell you, if I ever watched a stream where somebody got up and left the video playing, and they went to the bathroom and left me looking at a chair, I would never watch that stream again.
Non-reaction meeting, and it's just the chair.
And I watch Osmongold
I mean,
because he's
it's
funny
just-
as hell.
Like, I understand if you have to go AFK for a minute or two. Like,
What does
it's
AFK
alright,
mean?
right? But like, if you just
Away
focus
from
on and you're
something.
just playing a
That
video
much I
and
know.
somebody else's video, like, you know, it. I don't know if that's really transformative. I feel like it's kind of not.
Or to eat, or to talk to his mom,
Yeah.
or to do whatever. Disappears for an extended period of time and leaves the video playing for his chair. Mr.
Yeah.
Chair, they call it.
Mr. Chair. I just think that's absolutely ridiculous. And plus, I heard that he doesn't. He's not very nice when it comes to like in America, and I'm not down with that.
Well, really? I mean,
So,
So,
if
like,
you are
for me,
bad
looking
and
at
you
it,
don't like
I
America,
think that, like,
there's the
people want to
border.
watch the
Don't let it hit you where the good
reaction
Lord
because they
split
wanna
you.
hear
Let's
what
get
I'm
back
saying
to the
about
video, y'all.
Like, that's what I would imagine. Because,
And
like, why else would
he's
you
just
wanna watch
making
some old
contents
retard
about-
on a corner screen interrupting your video unless you wanted to hear what he had to say.
Exactly the point. You
How do
want
just
to hear
leave
what
the
they
video
say.
on?
I watch it for the
And
reactions,
again,
not
if
the
it's
actual
live, I
video.
understand this. But if it's not live, then I don't see why you would do that. It doesn't even make sense to me.
You know what I end up doing a lot of times? I don't even end up watching. I usually watch the video once and then I'll react to it after I watch it, like parts. I'll react to bits and pieces of it throughout. Like we're going to skip ahead a little bit, but I react to bits and pieces of it after I've already watched it a couple of times because I want to make sure I'm getting at all of the parts that I like.
All for irresistible piece of content that I knew that these streamers couldn't resist. They couldn't avoid the temptation of watching it.
See, he's talking about where he put up, kind of laid a little booby trap for them, which they fell for. Hook, line, and sinker, apparently. And he'll tell you more.
The second was published.
I don't know, fucking Apple, bro. The Apple and Eden. Oh my god.
It's not that I wanted these people to steal my video. It's that I knew they would. I knew they would watch the entire video, add little to no commentary, react to it instantly, giving them no time to form an opinion. The trap was set, and it worked even better than
And-
I imagined it would. We captured...
Hold on, sorry, I had to pause that. Also, what I don't understand is how can you give an opinion if you don't actually watch the content? So you're basically not telling your subscribers and the people who watch your stream the truth. You're basically lying to them by not reacting to the video because they click on the live stream to watch you react to the video. Is that not correct? I don't know, but that's the way I take it. I'm assuming my people want to see me too sometimes. And by the way, got a couple new little. This one was finished today, isn't it pretty? It's a little earth. I'm doing a lot of little nicky-nacky things for the sale. That's gonna happen in a couple weeks in July. Anyway, so let's get back to Osmongold reacting to Ethan Kline, who is very, very upset with some Twitch streamers because they were very, 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 very bad and they stole content that they were not supposed to do.
Pretty much every large streamer
Allegedly.
reacted to it in its entirety immediately after it was published.
Oh, by the way, I gotta get my like because always do that. Always like the videos
But yeah,
because it helps the content out. I want to help my boy Osmongold out here because I like him.
It's just how it is.
Above and
My
beyond
house,
to
there
commit
is something
copyright
over here that's
infringement.
Yeah, for
making weird
example,
noises and I don't know what.
with
And it's creeping me out.
50,000 live viewers.
That's a lot
That's
of people.
30 times her regular viewership.
Wow.
She's working directly with the Snark subreddit moderators to siphon views, and their intentions could
That's not cool.
Where to watch
That's
discussion.
definitely
We've
not
seen
good.
a lot of comments about wanting to watch the nuke without showing support for H3.
Because you pretty much openly admitted it right there. You openly admitted to stealing content from the person and reacting to that said content.
streamers as market substitutes for my work. This is the cardinal sin of copyright
That's
infringement.
correct.
The Snark subreddit has been a frequent and persistent infringer. That's how I knew.
And they give you a list of the creators that they support. You see what I'm saying? It's a little backhanded there. It's like when the mafia is paying off people. You guys are getting paid off to watch this streamer through these links instead of giving the credit to H3, I guess. Well, whatever it's called. Yeah, support for H3. First of all, I support H3. I don't know who he is. Ethan Kline. Everybody go check out Ethan Kline and asmondgold. Like and subscribe their videos because that's exactly what I am going to do.
If you are intentionally uploading somebody's content in order to deprive them of views as your primary goal, you are acting in a malicious way.
Which you
And
should
in
never
my
do,
opinion,
because
the
there's
way that
enough
I
views
decide
out there
whether
for
somebody
everybody,
is
I
wrong or
think.
not, I look at what they're trying to do. Are you trying to hurt someone? In this circumstance, the answer is yes.
They openly admitted to that,
Promote
basically.
streamers to commit copyright
Because
infringement.
they said they didn't want to have the content creator get the content views. So they thanked their audience for watching it with them instead of the content creator. You see what I'm saying? That's not nice. Because, and I forgot to pause, I wanted to pause that so we didn't miss it. But, come on, you guys got to be better. You got to be better. You can't be doing that. That's not nice. You can't be sitting there basically taking the content without giving them a shout out. They did the work. They did the legwork. Why are you getting the views for it? No, you just got to say thank you for sharing that with us. Now we're going to share it with other people and we're going to give you credit for doing that. That's the proper way to do it. Anyway, here's a list of the people that were guilty of said offenses.
But he subpoenaed Reddit for the different Snark subredditors, or subredditors like the mods, for like their real life information. Bro, Ethan is actually going scorched earth on this shit. And by
Yes,
the way,
he is.
It's completely
I agree.
their fault.
And it is their fault. They got to. That's called karma.
Ever had to call CPS on him.
And
They
why
never had
would
to
you
justify it.
do that? That is so wrong on every man. You don't know. They literally did something that was evil to every court. They called Child Protective Services to try to get this man's children taken away. It's ridiculous. No, you don't do that. You don't play games like that. They should definitely be in trouble for that.
They never had to make it. And also keep in mind, this entire problem and this entire premise is built off of the fact that Ethan didn't want to say that Hamas was a good group. That's it.
They're not a good
Ethan
group.
did not want to automatically condemn Israel and say that Israel is the worst place ever.
Israel's
Because
not.
Ethan supported
They're
Palestine
God's
too.
chosen.
He donated to Hassan's thing. So I just want you guys to understand that this is a situation where
And
9 out of 10 things
the
are
Iranians
completely
aren't
aligned on.
bad
But this
people.
one
It's the
retarded
regime that's
thing
bad.
that they can't let go of is enough for these people to potentially ruin their fucking life. Good for him.
Alright, we're going to skip ahead a little bit, guys, to get to the news of who.
Enjoyed your time here.
So it turns out they just do it for you. You couldn't cook up a more incriminating statement if you tried. Then I'm still.
Denim said, "Thank you for watching
And
it
now
with me
Denham's
instead
is
of
raising
him."
money for a lawsuit, and a lot of the people that are donating are saying, "I'm donating for Ethan Kline to get this money."
Queen of self-owning, you prevail again. There's one thing about copyright you should know is that you got to register it before you publish to be eligible for statutory damages and attorney's fees, which is
See, I actually didn't know that. I thought that you just had to publish it. I thought copyright was created on inception. This could be an additional level of legal accountability. I wasn't aware of this.
That's way too much info for
I
me.
think it's two separate levels, because I think it was changed in like 1975. But he's
All I know is you give a shout out and you avoid all of that. You give credit where credit is due. You don't steal content.
I, Ethan Kline, have registered Hassan Piker Content New with the United States Library of Congress.
So he planned this entire
So
thing
you
out.
guys out there sweating? Even though theoretically I could sue a lot more creators and rake in millions of dollars.
So basically,
But the
anybody
purpose
who
is not financial gain.
reacted
People like
to
John
that
The money.
could be in
It's about
trouble.
sending a message.
XQC and asmondgold,
That's
I've
me.
watched the entire thing, but I would never sue them just for doing that. I don't want to chill the reaction community into fear. Actually, the opposite. I hope that we
See, this is what I think is really funny, is that obviously these people are trying to reframe this in a way that Ethan just hates reaction content. But again, they're just liars. Literally. They're actually just liars. They're just making things
Kinda
up and
sounds
saying
like
things that
that.
aren't true.
Sounds like they
He
got
literally
caught and they don't
addresses
like
this
it.
specific point, and he goes through how they are actively and intentionally foregoing every fair use protection possible.
and all you not.
Alright, so let's move this forward a bit. Because I want to get to the part where he goes over who he's suing. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Her.
Subscribe, Joel Prime.
The state of reaction content on Twitch is so broken. These creators feel comfortable looking right into a camera and saying outright, "Hey, I'm stealing this guy's content. Pay me."
I don't think it's the state of reaction content. I think it's these people think that they are genuinely untouchable. That's the reason they have this massive
I think he's-
ego,
I
and
think
they have
he's
this
right.
mindset that I actually don't think it's
Because there's never any
a
accountability
meta-Twitch
for
issue.
anything,
I think
ever.
it's a certain
So,
subset of these people that
alright, so
believe
let's
that
go up a little, because... And I can't really blame him for saying that, because they literally are leaving his video playing in the background while they get up and go to the bathroom, make sandwiches, do whatever they want. And it's ridiculous.
Crazy.
Are of criteria that I set forth earlier. These people were not targeted based on their gender, their identity, their political beliefs. All three are on this list. In fact, they're the only three, as far as I can tell, that reacted to the full video.
And I would say also, like, the fact is, like, I mean, Mike from PA has said, like, way worse stuff than I think Frogan, Denhams, or Casey Tron have said, in terms of, like, advocating for violence. But
Nobody should advocate for violence. That's horrible. And anybody who does should be removed from the internet permanently.
It's about the
Because
malicious action.
a lot of crap is going down now because of the nonsense that
Drum
people
roll,
have been
please.
pushing.
Who's sweating at home, guys? Casey Tron, the queen of ripping farts and bong blows.
Okay, first of all, why would you do that, young lady? That is not very good. That's not good for you.
Bless her soul.
You're too young to be doing that.
Can I walk away and use the bathroom?
This young lady is very angry. I've seen other content with her. She's the one who told people that they should have PTSD. Soldiers should have PTSD or some shit. She thought she was being funny. Young lady, you do not know what PTSD is, because if you did, you would never wish that on anyone. Trust me. And she gets up. Why are you even running a live stream if you're not going to be at it?
Interviewing a Yemeni teenager who's only known genocide his entire life.
What happened?
And Denham,
And she didn't even know what was going on. She said, "What
the
happened?"
queen of self-owning. And my God, is she the queen of that?
It's very obvious the way that guy's talking, he's a Sneeko fan.
Oh my God, bro, I love you. I'm so sweaty, bro. I love you, bro.
None of the hostages that have been released so far have said that they have been raped.
Is this girl delusional? They have said what now? Okay, I don't know if I would put the, I mean, if the hat fits, I guess.
You can go look at that.
The sexual assault I experienced should never happen to any human being.
This Yemeni kid is.
If you're gonna
It's crazy that these
make
people are just
content
so blatant.
and react to it, you should make sure that you know what you're talking about, because, yeah.
With lying.
Oh, so it's lying
And what's
that you're
shocking
doing.
to me about it is that everybody doesn't collectively realize that it's ridiculous. There are actually people that agree with this and they go along with it. How brain rotted do you have to be to just willingly follow through with this propaganda? It's insane.
It really is propaganda.
It's just a Yemeni kid with a gun and is not a Houthi, and there is no proof of him being a Houthi.
Are you a soldier? Yes. That seems.
You could say I'm wrong at this point, young lady, but probably not. After
Why do
you
even say
have
this?
spread some lies
And
that
this
people
is the
have,
real reason
you
why I think
need to
people
be
hate these,
accountable
everybody
and
hates these
watch
people.
what you say,
It's
because
they
people
never
listen
even
to
admit that
you.
they're wrong.
And then they think you're
But
right,
they can
and
say
then
2
they
plus 2
spread
is
that
5, And if
nonsense.
somebody says no, it's
And
not,
none of it's
they
right
will
or accurate.
somehow never come to the conclusion
So you need
that
to
they
do
were
the
ever
right
wrong
thing.
about it to begin with.
Because otherwise
That's
it's
the
an
reason why
affront
everybody
to
hates
God. And you are lying. And that's
He never
not
said
nice.
Osama Nasrallah was a good guy.
I can't believe I'm calling Nasrallah base. I mean, listen.
Now for the fun.
What does base mean?
Absolutely.
to ask my kid that.
No wonder 50,000 people watching them.
Let's take
Comedy.
a look at the complaints, and let's start with my favorite of the three.
How do you do math while genocide's happening? True. Okay, here we go.
The very own, the prestigious, the highly acclaimed, the highly analytical Casey Trump.
Ooh.
A lot of people have been wanting to watch this without necessarily supporting Ethan Kline.
That's horrible. Why would you say that? It's okay. What I can say is I'm not going to keep playing it because I got to sit down. But I will tell you this, that if you're going to do reaction content, give the content creators credit because it's their work. When Ethan Kline created the clip that they're referring to, which I think it was called Nuke. I haven't actually seen it, so I'm not giving any kind of reaction to that because I haven't actually watched it. I'm gonna watch it though. I probably won't react to it, but because it kind of sounds like everybody already did. Because that's what his plan was to have everybody react to it. Because he already stated that he knew they couldn't resist, which is pretty smart. Sounds like he's playing chess and y'all are playing checkers. Maybe y'all better watch who you're screwing with, I guess. I don't know. Ethan Kline. It sounds kind of funny, though. But the whole thing is crazy, but this is what can happen on the net. Don't forget, like and subscribe for more fun, and check out asmondgold TV and Ethan Kline. Give them both a like and a subscribe. Their content is awesome. There you go. And well, peace out, and I'll catch you guys on the flip. Don't forget, have a wonderful night and be kind to one another. Life's too short for all the nonsense.